It was December 2024, months after Duane Keefe D. Davis had been arrested for allegedly orchestrating the drive-by shooting that killed Tupac Shakur. While held at the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, Davis was involved in a violent altercation with another inmate. The surveillance footage later shown in court was clear. Davis, wearing a blue jumpsuit and handcuffs, was being escorted through a hallway where he suddenly turned to strike another inmate. That inmate was reportedly a member of the Southside Compton Crips, Davis's old gang. The defense claimed Davis was ambushed. According to his lawyer, Richard Schoenfeld, the other inmate charged at Davis, and he merely reacted instinctively. But the prosecution disagreed, portraying Davis as the instigator, someone who hadn't left his gang affiliations or aggressive nature behind, even in jail. By April 2025, Davis was convicted of battery and challenging another to fight. It seemed minor compared to the murder charge he was already facing, but the conviction carried serious weight, up to 12 years in prison. More importantly, the prosecution argued it revealed his character, confrontational, violent, and unrepentant. But the story didn't end there. The bid for a new trial, a twist of testimonies. After the April conviction, Davis's legal team immediately pushed back. They filed for a motion for a new trial, claiming jury misconduct. According to the motion, two outside individuals said they overheard jurors talking during a break in deliberations, allegedly saying Davis looked guilty and referencing his connection to Tupac's murder. That would have been a huge breach of courtroom protocol, and potentially enough to invalidate the verdict. The court held a hearing in July 2025 to explore the claims. On the stand was Duane Davis Jr., the suspect's son, and Richard Bond, a self-proclaimed journalist and friend of Davis. Both men claimed they overheard the jurors say things like, "He's guilty," and that one mentioned, "He's a killer, just look what he did to Tupac." But under scrutiny, their testimonies started to crack. The prosecution pointed out that Bond had a history of financially supporting Davis and his son. He had also previously urged Davis to change attorneys, implying he had a personal stake in the case. Bond and Duane Jr. even traveled together to Las Vegas to testify, raising questions about collusion. The judge questioned their credibility, especially since the alleged juror comments were never corroborated by anyone else, including the jurors themselves, all of whom denied making any such remarks. Ultimately, the court ruled that the claims lacked credibility and that the jury had not acted improperly. The judge's final decision, July 2nd, 2025. In a sharply worded ruling, the judge said that the evidence presented by Davis's team was not persuasive enough to warrant a new trial. He pointed out that no juror admitted to making inappropriate comments. The surveillance video clearly showed Davis engaging in the fight. The defense's claim that Davis was ambushed didn't match the footage. Witnesses to the defense had potential biases and conflicting interests. The judge officially denied the request for a new trial. Davis would now face sentencing on August 7, 2025, and could get anywhere from 2 to 12 years in prison just for the jailhouse brawl. Why this matters in the bigger picture. While this jailhouse fight conviction and appeal might seem like a sideshow, it's deeply connected to the larger case. Duane Keefe D. Davis is the only person still alive who was in the car during Tupac's murder in 1996. He was arrested in September 2023, nearly 30 years after crime, and has since pleaded not guilty to a murder charge. The prosecution has used every opportunity to frame Davis as a career gangster, someone who never left the violent world of Compton street life. This jailhouse fight and the conviction that followed bolsters their case. They argue it shows that even under lock and key, Davis remains dangerous and confrontational. Davis is scheduled to be sentenced on August 7th, 2025 for the jailhouse fight conviction. His murder trial for Tupac Shakur's killing is scheduled to begin in February 2026. He remains in custody, held without bail. Davis, now in his 60s, continues to deny all charges and claims the police are using him as a scapegoat to close a decades-old cold case. But with video evidence, mounting character claims, and witnesses turning on him from his inner circle, the walls may be closing in